Okay. So some other settings are settings that help us react faster. So one of those settings is called ping interpolation. Let's say ping interpolate. So you go here and you set this to true. So what this does is that it it makes you and others appear like you are faster, but you are not actually. It's only a visual thing. But for some reason it makes you react faster too. Like for example, when you enable this and you go to fight someone in melee, you will notice that their hitbox, this box around us, is moving more fast. It's moving very strange. Whereas when it's false, it's moving in a more predictable pattern. So I guess this setting has its ups and downs. If you enable it, I have noticed that when you have it enabled and you turn, you react faster. Like if you have it false and you try to track somebody, it is much harder to do it. But if you have it on true and you try to track them, you will react and turn much faster. But also, this might be uh, an individual thing. Like for each person, it might work different. Because my ping sim, as you can see here, is pretty high because I live pretty far from the servers. So maybe this setting helps me, in some way. I don't know. Maybe it's some prediction setting. I don't know. But for me, it helps. Check out, for example, how my avatar moves with it on. You see, it turns kind of fast. You look at the hitbox turning, and then when I turn it off, you see how much slower. And yet, even when I have it on, people still see me as if I'm turning slow. It's a visual thing, and yet it makes you react faster. You have to test it for yourself to see if it helps you when you're striking, or when you're running from somebody. But yeah, it's this setting here. Another setting. Um, let's see. This FS Avatar turn speed. I'm not sure if this does actually anything, but anyway, in any case, set it to 100. There is also another one. Let me find it. This one. This one, I think it helps because I'm not sure if it's real or not. If it's real or not, but when I have it on and I'm turning, it feels like I'm turning faster. Maybe not. I don't know. But in any case, um, just try it for yourself and see if it does anything. If it does or if it does not, you still don't lose anything. Just put it. Um, what else? What other setting? Another setting is the jumping. Normally, by default, this setting here, which says disable waiting for pre-jump and landing animations, by default, this is off. So when you're trying to jump, look how much time it takes. It takes a long time for the animation to play and for the jump to happen. And this makes everything feel very, very slow, very. It doesn't even feel like a game, It feels like a. It shouldn't be like this. It's like it's a very old way to play like this. So what we do is we enable this setting, and then you see that the jumping becomes much smoother. You can actually use jumping in combat like this, and many people play like this. But one problem with this setting is that if you have it, if you click this, and you don't have an item that I'm using, which is a limiter, it will super jump you. Like for example, right now I have it disabled, and you see that my jumping is very smooth, as it should be in a video game. You play a game, and your movement should be smooth. Your movement should not be a clunky thing, an old thing. It should be a smooth movement. So the problem is that when you approach a corner, like for example here or up here, and you have this clicked, and you jump toward the corner, it super jumps you in the air, and that's a problem because this is not good in combat. You don't want to jump so high in combat. Like, look, if you if you go to the corner and you press it like that, it super jumps you. This is not good. So, what we do to keep the smooth jumping, but also not super jumping combat, is there is an item, it's a limiter. I took a script and I put it in there, and it's a limiter. This item is shareable and also the code can be read. So I'm gonna upload for free a marketplace link with this item for anyone to grab, anyone that needs it. So we wear this item here, and also you can share it with friends if you need. We'll wear this item here, and look, our jumping is smooth, but when I try to jump higher, it's not exactly possible to super jump. You see, like it doesn't let you jump very high. So many people now play like this. I shared my limiter with them, and they play like this. Instead of super jumping all the time in the air, they just keep their smooth jumping, but also um, stay on the ground. So this is important to play smoothly also. Like you need to jump. Otherwise, you're an easy target for people like me, for people that can track you. So jumping is a thing that should be used, even if you're not used to it, you have to use it to escape. What else? Let's see. What other settings? Also, after you have done all your settings, after you have done all of them, you must set a folder here, somewhere that you know where it is, in your documents or wherever you want, and back up your settings. Because and put it in a USB storage or something. Because the next time you have to format your computer or maybe you lose your data somehow, all these settings will remain. You can just put the same folder where you have the settings saved, restore the settings, and then you don't have to actually do all of this again. It's all saved. Just in a file, it's all saved. So you don't have to do this all the time. You do it once, and then your viewer is configured. Also, the Firestorm, I'm using the Firestorm viewer, and the Firestorm version that I'm using right now is 6.6.17. Because the newer versions after this, at least right now, are a bit buggy and they lag. So this one for now, it's better. If you can download it, it's better than the 7 point something. Another thing that you can do from here, from the quick settings here, you can actually create your own debug settings. Like for example, if you remember earlier, I talked to you about hitboxes and how they are nice to have. But when you log in, these hitboxes are usually disabled. So what we do, so because we don't want all the time to dive into the debug settings like that and search, what we do is make a quick setting here. And to make a quick setting here, you go here, you click here, and you click here to these rents, the small rents here. You click it, and then I think here, let me see. Here, you press the plus here. Let's do it again. You press the plus here, and it says this is a new setting, new control. So from here, from this section here, you can select a debug setting, and we're gonna go with hitboxes. Let's see what it is. Let's see first how it's called, the hitbox setting. Debug render hitboxes. So we go to our setting here, and we find, where is it? Let's see. We find debug render hitboxes. Let's see. is here. Debug render hitboxes. It says I already have it, so let's try it again. I delete it, then we go here. Debug render hitboxes. And now this setting, because it's like this, it's basically the hitboxes. So if I press on, they are on. If I press off, they are off. So I click it again. I can change the title here, make it hitboxes. And also change how it is. So for example, instead of having on or off, I can make it have a tick box. The tick box is checkbox here. And now you have a quick setting for hitboxes. And you can make this for everything. Like you can make this for name tags, for example. Look my name tag. It appears and disappears. Or you can, maybe you want to lock your eyes, because sometimes if you delete the scripts from inside your body, which I can also make a tutorial about, because it helps a lot with if you have lower script count, your avatar turns faster, and also it's better for the sim you're in and for everybody there, because especially during DXPs there is a lot of lag. So we want to keep our script memory low. So anyway, if you don't have any scripts in your head, your eyes can don't lock sometimes and they look strange. So you can lock them from inside the viewer in the same way that you can use the viewer AO to move around. Uh, and for those of you that don't know, you don't have to have a separate AO in a HUD. You can just use the viewer one, and you don't use any memory, and it's lighter, so it's better. What else? Let's see.